Now, of course, all the goofy shit continues in the Idaho 4 case when it comes to Brian Kohlberger, the prosecution, all of this shit, right? Guys, I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Today what we're going to be doing is looking at the new documents for just a second, and then I'm going to touch a little bit on a video that I'm going to do tomorrow. There is now accusations that the Aryan Brotherhood might have done it. So let me get this straight. White racists killed Delphi girls, and now white racists killed the Idaho 4. No Tyrone's involved, no Sharkeisha's involved. Got it. I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
What's going on, everybody? As you guys know, I'm JB Gunner, and this is Crime Time. Now, before we get started with all this fuckery, let me first and foremost say thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Any of my channels, regardless of the platform, regardless of method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Guys, truth is I couldn't do it each and every day as often as I do on all of these different channels for 18 years if it wasn't for you, the Gun Squad. I love you guys so much. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you. If you too find my content valuable, and it means something to you, feel free to hit the links down below. Join the Gun Squad. Show some love to the channel today. You can also find some of my other content. I got, I think, 5 or 6 of my 24 channels down there right now. My political channel, my gaming channel, my wrestling channel, my live show channel, which I do every day. You can find that down below as well. But guys, let's not waste too much of your time grifting and shilling around. Let's go ahead and jump right in to what we're here to talk about. Today what we're going to be talking about is the new paperwork. There's not much. There's not a lot of updates to this story, as many of you guys know. I've been doing the same thing a lot of you guys have been doing. I've been watching Harshy over there. You know, Harsh goes strong with the Idaho 4 content. I don't even know where the fuck he gets the content from. But hey, he's a creative fella. I like him. Anyway, we're going to go to the documents. In the district court of the second, blah, blah, you know what it is. This is the second amended order for disclosure of IGG, information and protection order. Look, man, they're still trying to hide the shit, and at least the courts are saying, hey, get this shit out. Based on May 30th, 2024 hearing, the sealed order for disclosure of IGG information and protection order is amended as follows. The defense counsel, we all know who it is, the defendant, Brian Kohlberger, IGG defense experts, which there's 3 of them there, and defense investigators may now review the IGG materials provided by the state. Well, at least they gave us some shit. Any further dissemination of the materials or the information contained within the materials must first be approved by the court after a showing by the defense as to why such individual needs the information for the preparation of the defense. I guess that's fair, but I guess that's kind of fair, but I kind of feel like, hey, I kind of feel like the state is saying, well, we might have some shit. We kind of got some shit. And the defense is like, hey, I want that shit. And they're like, but you got to explain to us why you want that shit. You dumb motherfuckers just defend Brian Kohlberger. That's why. Every piece of information, every single piece of information that the state has, the defense should have. Every piece of legal discovery in this case, the defense should have. I don't understand why they don't. In any other legal case, look, man, what this case is showing me, and I already knew the system was corrupt, but how can anyone look at this and have any faith in this system whatsoever anymore? This is showing you that there are court cases all over this country, way less high profile than Brian Kohlberger, where the prosecution is holding on to evidence. Some of it could be exculpatory. Basically, the prosecution is going to give the defense what they want to give them. And that should scare every last motherfucker watching this video. It should. Additionally, no individual on the family tree who was not previously known to the defense via the defense's own investigation may be contacted by the defense or any agent of the defense without prior authorization from the court, after showing as to why such contact is necessary and material to the preparation of the defense. Now, I believe for the most part, this is the first time they mentioned the family tree in any of these documents. So clearly we knew that the family tree was going to have some shit involved. But why such the secrecy? Like, to the defense, doesn't Brian Kohlberger know who's in his family tree? Why the fuck is there so much? I mean, I get it. You don't want him harassing the people in his family, but it's Brian Kohlberger's family. The only way, let me make this clear. The only way this court would make such a big deal about Brian Kohlberger or the defense contacting Brian Kohlberger's family is if someone on Brian Kohlberger's family is a snitch, is a state's witness, that maybe, like his sister, stepped up and said, here you go, here's my DNA, or here's the, do you see what I'm saying? Because it's Brian Kohlberger's family. How can the court tell Brian Kohlberger that he can't contact his own family? Right or wrong? Unless it's going to be some people that Brian Kohlberger was unaware of. It was secret people in the family tree. But my interpretation of all this is that somebody from Brian Kohlberger's family tree is going to be a state's witness or something. Why else would you want to keep Brian Kohlberger from contacting his own goddamn family? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. The defense's mitigation expert, who has created her own family tree and who does not have access to any of the IGG information, may continue her mitigation investigation, including contacting defense's immediate family members and other related individuals. So who the fuck is on his family tree that they're not letting the defense mitigation expert know about? Do you see what I'm saying? They're like, hey, you can only contact the people that you know is in the family tree. These secret people that us in the state have now added to the family tree, you can't know about that. You can't contact them motherfuckers. Because I want you to understand, they have the ability to get access to their family tree. So why would the state have different motherfuckers on their family tree than the defense does? What the fuck is going on here? These new documents don't say much, but they say a lot. So you're telling me the prosecution believes that they have members of the family tree that the defense doesn't have. They're like, hey, we got that good shit, the real family tree. You guys got that bootleg Walmart family tree. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And I do think it matters. I do think it matters. And there's definitely some things within this we got to talk about, because at the end of the day, I think that through reading all this, we're still understanding that there's things being held and concealed from the defense. And I don't see how any of you can convict Brian Kohlberger in your head or even in the courts if clearly there's information being held from the defense. Why, if everybody has Brian Kohlberger so dead to rights, he did it, right? Then why not just give him all the information? If you know he did it, if you saw the car, you got it all, then what the fuck does it matter? If you know you got him and you got the evidence to lock his ass up, why in the fuck are you going to sit here and conceal and hide so much? Maybe it's because you don't really got him. I want to say this before we get up out of here. Let me know, guys, what you think. But I saw, and we're going to, and Harsh, I'm going to ask you this before I do it. I would like to review this video. Idaho 4 and the Aryan Brotherhood. I would like to do this in my video for tomorrow, if Harsh doesn't mind. I would like to take a look at this video and review it on my video tomorrow. By the way, you didn't use hashtag IDShow. You need to fix this, Harsh. I'm trying to help you out. Hashtag IDS show, ID show 4. You got to fix that, brother. Anyways, look, man, I want to take a look at that tomorrow if he's cool with that. And then I'd even like to review his part 2 if he's got a part 2 coming. Let me tell you why. Am I the only one that finds it complete fuckery? And listen, if you're a libtard and you're watching this, deal with it. If you're a social justice warrior and you're watching this, deal with it. If you're anti-white and you're watching this, deal with it. I'm so sick and tired of racism being blamed for everything. You know why I never fucked with that WSU Kim lady? It's because in her first interview, she mentioned Black Lives Matter, and she said that the killings had something to do with that. All you gotta do is go back and listen to it. In her first interview with that Turkey guy. I want you to see the two biggest cases that we've had in the true crime community for several years. I want you to think about what we've heard. All of a sudden, the Odinites, white supremacist group, they say, was responsible for the Delphi murders. Now we're hearing that the Aryan Brotherhood is responsible for the Idaho 4 murders, potentially. Before that, it was the cartel and Batista, the WWE wrestler, under the tunnels. Just let this sink in for just a second. A, it's all goofy shit. But B, I just want to say this. I wish you motherfuckers would stop with your white guilt. I wish you motherfuckers would stop with your anti-white rhetoric, all because you want to suck the balls of Tyrone and Sharkeisha and the left. I wish you motherfuckers would stop it. And I'm not talking about Harsh, because I haven't watched that video yet. I highly doubt, as the more I talk to Harsh, me and Harsh has a lot more in common than you think. I don't think Harsh is going to be on there blaming the white people. Did white people commit these crimes? Probably. But it doesn't mean they were racist. They killed other white people. And as someone who is a white nationalist, who is, as you would call, white supremacist, I'm very offended by this constant, oh, it's the racists, it's the white supremacists, it's the white nationalists, it's the Aryan Brotherhood. All it is the continued left and their demonization of white people. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of us that y'all call racist that doesn't hurt any black people anywhere. Doesn't even want to, doesn't care to. Being proud of your people and your race and your heritage doesn't mean you want to kill everybody else. And even funnier is in this case, it's all white people dead. Some of y'all need some help. I'm not bull. I wish Hitler would bring back that motherfucking train and those showers. Put some of you motherfuckers in there. Anyways, I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Let me know what you think about all this. Let me know in the comments section. I don't give a fuck if you want to subscribe because you don't like my motherfucking view. I didn't ask you motherfuckers to subscribe anyway. Suck my dick. You don't pay me. If you don't pay me, then you ain't got a right to critique anything. If you would like to pay me, feel free to hit the links down below. Support the channel. Join the Gun Squad today. Let me know what you guys think about these new documents. I'll see you tomorrow. Harsh, let me know your answer. I don't want to just steal your shit.